So thank you very much for your perspective. Jeanette, Quinn.
I was under the misapprehension that there was only going to be about 3 people. Good God. Jesus.
I think I better tell you you're being live streamed as well. So you're on the internet.
Oh, that makes it 10 times worse.
Sorry, but look, just relax.
It's okay. I will keep my head. I will keep my head down.
Collected. Yeah.
Cool, calm. Excuse me. Where's the G&T? Okay, you're on about the game plan. The game plan is never going to be 100% right because it doesn't matter what you do. There's going to be people that are going to be affected one way or the other. And if you get it right, I don't know what world you're on. Now, being on a pension, one exists and doesn't actually live with a lot of extras that working people can have. If one owns your own house, you've got your maintenance plus your normal full price on power, phone, insurance rates and all that sort of stuff. If you've got a car, you've got again the registration, the insurance, the maintenance on the car, where mine is at the moment getting done. And I would like to challenge any councillor to have a go at living on a lower wage for about 3 months without access to a credit card or any credit loans from any of the families. Changing to the existing new targeted rates. I've already stated in my submission my opposition to ratepayers forking out for expensive projects like the cathedral. How much has already been wasted on legal fees, surveys, etc. And a lot of other establishments, churches, etc. have done their own fundraising and they have got on with their own rebuilding. Now, you're talking about excess water rate. In 1994, when I moved to Canterbury, there was talk about the council going to install individual meters at each residence or business. Now it happened. Cross-lease sections where who knows who uses what, that can be a heck of a problem. There's one lady was telling me there are 6 units on a property that she is at. They have 1 metre for the whole of the 6 units. How the hell do you work out who's using excess water? And if anybody starts up a meth lab, I understand that meth labs take a hell of a lot of water. How would you then turn around and work out who's the excess user under those circumstances? There's also talk about maybe a super city council like they created up in Auckland. If that happened here, how is the council going to justify residents paying excess water rates while you've got business, dare I mention the bottling plant out the road, who, yes, I know legally they have the right, but morally, do they have the right to take as much as they like when residents might have to end up by paying extra? And as regards the water, yes, we do need clean, unadulterated water for drinking and for people with certain medical conditions. I understand that if people have got their own home dialysis, they need pretty pure water. Has there ever been a look at, with the increases of diseases and illnesses like cancer, ADS and the like, where scientists have actually proved or disproved that it might be chemicals that are being added to the water that could be affecting us all? And if there are scientists doing it, are they doing the research that is not being funded by a chemical company that wants to promote their products? For the rubbish recycling and all the rest of it, good on yous, thump the hell out of the ones who are actually putting all the garbage into the recycling bins and the likes. Yes, they need to be really done. And one question I have got, if you put glass containers, bottles, jars, into your yellow bin, when it gets tipped into the truck, you hear that crunch, crunch, crunch as everything gets compacted down. Does that have an ultimate effect on everything that has gone into the rubbish that day, that it's all contaminated with broken bits of glass and would have to then go to the general rubbish dump? And for the bus exchange, please keep the lounges at Rickerton Road open. For security reasons, for older people, yes, I am one of the older ones, but there are older ones who are very infirmed that have difficulty. There is one of the security ladies there. She is absolutely marvellous. She will make sure that anybody who's got issues of any sort, whether they're young kids or whether they've got their own mobility, she will get them to their buses. She will even get some of them onto their buses and seated. If we lose those security people, we're going to be in strife, because we're going to get those idiots that were causing problems there before, and there's no security at night. If you go to the pictures, come out. Well, if any of your kids go to the pictures late and come out on the street, would you be happy in the middle of winter, no shelter, no nothing?
I'm going to have to wind it up there because you've come to the end of your time. But thank you so much for your submission. We have what you submitted in writing, but you've made it very personal to you, and it's much appreciated. Thank you.
I have got one other question to ask.
One other question, okay.
Right. The stadium that is being built, when and if there is a World Cup competition back in New Zealand again, is the seating capacity going to be sufficient for the international rugby boards who cream the money off everything, for them to let some of the high-profile matches be played here? Or are they going to say, sorry, you haven't got enough seats to put bums on, we'll send it to Auckland, Wellington or Dunedin?
Well, that is a question yet to be answered. So we will find out in due course.
Right, because that is one thing. I hate to see the money going offshore because there's not going to be enough seats here.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you.